An industrial giant just crashed a smart home party, and they're letting you choose your weapon. WAGO just launched 8 new Matter-certified smart home devices, and every single one comes in 2 versions, Wi-Fi or Thread. No forced ecosystem. No protocol lock-in. Just pick what works for your setup and move on. Before we talk about the devices, let's talk about WAGO, because that part matters. If you've ever watched an electrician work, you've probably seen these little orange and gray connectors with levers on them. Those are WAGO 221 connectors. They've been the gold standard in electrical work since 1951. Lift the lever. Insert the wire. Close the lever. No twisting. No wire nuts. No failures. Electricians trust WAGO because their products simply don't fail. So when a company like that enters the smart home market, it's worth paying attention. WAGO isn't coming from cheap Wi-Fi gadgets. They're coming from industrial infrastructure where reliability isn't optional. And that's what makes this launch different. Most companies pick a protocol and commit. Shelly went all in on Wi-Fi. Eve went all in on Thread. Everyone is picking sides. WAGO looked at that debate and said, why choose? Every single one of their devices comes in both versions. Wi-Fi and Thread, same hardware, different radio. And that tells us something important about where Matter is actually heading. But first, what do these devices actually do? They're retrofit modules. Small smart controllers that sit behind your existing wall switches, outlets, or fixtures. You keep your current hardware. You keep your existing wiring, but now it's smart. WAGO certified 4 device types. First, the 6 A relay. This is perfect for lighting circuits. LED lights draw very little power, so one 6 A relay can control dozens of bulbs, ceiling lights, bathroom fans, wall lighting. Next, the 16 A relay. This is the heavy hitter. Wall outlets, heaters, kitchen appliances, washing machines. This is where reliability really matters. Because when you're switching 16 amps, failure isn't annoying. It's dangerous. Then there's the dimmer. And dimmers are tricky. They need to handle different bulb types, different loads, smooth dimming curves, no flicker, no buzzing. Cheap dimmers fail here all the time. WAGO's industrial power electronics experience should give them a real advantage. And finally, the blind controller. Motorized blinds need precise control and safety logic. If something blocks the blind, the motor must stop immediately, not slow down, stop. Many consumer controllers get this wrong. Industrial control companies don't. Now remember, each of these 4 devices comes in both Wi-Fi and Thread versions. That's how we get to 8 total Matter-certified devices. So which should you choose? The Wi-Fi versions connect directly to your router. No hub required. No extra hardware. No learning curve. Install it. Scan the QR code. And control it from Apple Home, Google Home, or Home Assistant. Simple. Thread is different. Which brings us to the big unknown, pricing. WAGO hasn't announced pricing. They haven't announced availability. There are no public product pages. The devices exist. They're certified. But they're not listed anywhere. If WAGO prices these like industrial equipment, we could be looking at $40 to $60 per module. That's fine for professional installers, but not great for DIY users. If they price closer to consumer brands, $20 to $30, this could seriously disrupt the market. But knowing WAGO, I expect premium pricing, because their customers aren't bargain hunters. They're electricians, contractors, commercial installers, people who need certifications, reliability, and 5-year lifespans. That's a different market. And that brings us to who this is actually for. If you're a professional installer, this is huge. Matter support, industrial reliability, proper certifications, and your choice of protocol. That simplifies everything. Inventory, training, support. If you're a DIY user, it depends. If you want the cheapest solution, Shelly and Sonoff still win. If you want reliability and longevity, WAGO suddenly becomes very interesting. And for thread believers, this is big. Until now, thread devices were mostly consumer gadgets. WAGO brings thread into the professional world, but there are still big unknowns. No pricing, no specs, no dimensions, no release dates. We don't know the form factor. We don't know if these are DIN rail, puck style, or both. We don't know if they're consumer retail or professional channel only. So right now, this is potential, big potential, but still potential. And here's the bigger picture. This isn't just about WAGO. This is about smart homes becoming infrastructure. Not gadgets, not toys, but real electrical systems. And WAGO entering this space signals that Matter is mature enough for professionals, and their dual protocol strategy sends a message. There is no single winner. Wi-Fi and Thread both have valid use cases, and instead of forcing a war, WAGO is letting the installer choose. That alone is a big shift. So here's the bottom line. WAGO's devices could reshape the professional smart home market. But until we see pricing and real specs, they're not a buying decision yet. If you're planning a professional install in 2026, watch this space. If you're doing a DIY retrofit today, buy what's available and proven. And if you're a professional installer, drop a comment. Would industrial-grade Matter devices change how you build smart homes? I'm genuinely curious. Thanks for watching.